Hello, welcome to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Thursday, November 30th, 2023. We go to Sudan, where the country is accusing the Mideast of supporting its internal conflict. A senior official from the Sudanese National Army openly accused the United Arab Emirates, known as the UAE, of supplying weapons to its paramilitary opponent, the Rapid Support Forces. Before now, authorities only made passing references to possible meddling in the 7-month-old conflict, which has resulted in the displacement of over 6 million Sudanese. Responding to the accusation, an official from the United Arab Emirates said that from an onset of the war, the UAE had consistently called for de-escalation, a ceasefire, and the initiation of a diplomatic dialogue in Sudan. The UAE reportedly gave humanitarian assistance to lessen the humanitarian crisis in the country and neighboring countries as well. The UAE unidentified materials allegedly passed through the Central African Republic, Chad, and Uganda to reach the RSF, said a member of the Sudanese Sovereign Council and assistant commander-in-chief. That official also reportedly said that assistance had earlier arrived through one of his channels and arrived this week through an airport. Since fighting broke out between the National Army and the paramilitary RSF 7 months ago, over 540,000 refugees have fled Sudan into neighboring countries. Many have left where mass massacres and racially motivated violence have flared up. Those in Sudan, let us know what you think. Let us know on if there is any legitimacy in outside countries, especially a country in the Middle East, doing what it can to supply its internal conflict. Let's go to East Africa, where the NBA Africa will open up a new office in one of its countries. NBA Africa today announced that the league established a new subsidiary in Kenya with an office located in Westlands, Nairobi. NBA Kenya office will support all of the league business and basketball development initiatives in the country and will be led by NBA Kenya Senior Director Michael Finley. The new office marks NBA Africa's 5th office in the continent, joining Egypt, Senegal, South Africa, and Nigeria. To celebrate the office opening, NBA Africa held a junior NBA Africa clinic for 70 boys and girls in Nairobi in the presence of 5-time NBA champion Ron Harper and also NBA Africa CEO Victor Williams. Michael Finley, a native of the United States, has served as NBA Africa's Africa Director of Basketball Business Development for the past 5 years. Prior to joining the NBA, he spent more than 2 decades in a variety of basketball development roles in the continent of Africa, with a focus on East Africa. Those in Kenya, let us know on how you feel about the new NBA Africa office opening up in your guys' country. Let us know on if you are a basketball player. Let us know if you can beat me in a game of one-on-one. Just kidding. Let's go to West Africa, in Liberia, where the country celebrates World Toilet Day. Liberia joins the rest of the world today on November 30th to commemorate World Toilet Day. That's right, World Toilet Day. According to a press release by the government, World Toilet Day is an annual United Nations observance holiday promoted through a worldwide public campaign that encourages action to tackle the global sanitization crisis. The release statement states that the United Nations water reports revealed that today there are a little over 3.5 billion people still living without safe toilets. World Toilet Day is celebrated usually on November 19th of every year to inspire and tackle the global sanitation crisis and reach those 3.5 billion people still living without safely managed sanitation. An official from this program commemorating the day stated that there will be a parade going on through the streets of one of its counties. Those in Liberia, let us know on if you took part in the parade of World Toilet Day, and also let us know on if you got to witness or be a part of any initiatives to bring individuals closer to manageable and safe sanitation. Stay in West Africa and go to Nigeria, where they are scheduled to hold the next Ecowas summit. The next summit for the Economic Community of West African States, Ecowas, is set to take place December 10th in Abuja, the capital of Nigeria. This was announced by Ivory Coast administration. The last summit took place at the beginning of August and was entirely devoted to the situation in Niger that followed a military coup on July 26 that overthrew the then President Mohamed Bazoum. The heads of state in ECOWAS had threatened military intervention to restore Bazoum into office and impose heavy economic and financial sanctions on the country of Niger. Of the 15 member countries of ECOWAS, 4 have been ruled since 2020 by military leaders following coups. That's Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Guinea. All have since been suspended from the organization and therefore will not be represented at the summit in Abuja. An attempted coup in Sierra Leone happened here just recently. Another ECOWAS member. So far, 21 people have been killed, according to senior officials in Sierra Leone. Those in Nigeria, let us know on how you feel about the ECOWAS summit happening in your guys' country here next month. Let's go to the Caribbean and end it there. We go to Barbados, where they are celebrating Independence Day in a major way. Barbados celebrates its 57th day of independence, and they are announcing that they are awarding 2 heads of state in the Caribbean and in Africa with awards. President Dr. Irfan Ali of Guyana and also President Paul Kagame of Rwanda have been awarded with the Order of Freedom Award from Barbados. The Order of Freedom of Barbados Award is an honorary award. It's given to distinguished non-Barbadians for their service to Barbados, the Caribbean diaspora, or African diaspora. Barbados Government Information Service said that Dr. Ali was receiving the award in recognition to his strong commitment to enhance cooperation and collaboration and to achieve regional integration to foster deeper social and economic partnerships, particularly in relation to food and nutrition security. Kagame will be receiving the award in recognition for his influential and constructive role, also in commitment and proactivity in the mission to foster collaboration and positive international relations. Those in Barbados, happy Independence Day from Kush News, and let us know what you think about Dr. Irfan Ali and Paul Kagame receiving an honorary award. That's awesome. Congratulations. And again, happy Independence Day, Barbados. When we come back, we'll have today's African proverb of the day. Don't go anywhere.
And I represent Africa. All my Africans in the building, where you at? This is fucking going.
Union of Chris and Sarah. Chris, repeat after me. Now this is just freestyle, by the way, guys.
The lion, the conqueror, the champion is here. Congratulations to Christine and Tyra. DJ, let's keep this shit going.
For birthdays, baby showers, weddings, visit www.mccadero.com, the official website of the #1 MC in the game.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day, and it comes to us from Ghana. What's going on, Ghana? I know that you guys are getting ready for Dirty December, right? For those that don't know what Dirty December is, the Ghanaian viewers, let them know in the comments below. One day, Kush News will try to be a part of Dirty December. How about it? And it reads, the brother or sister who does not respect the traditions of the elders will not be allowed to eat with the elders. Once again, the brother or sister who does not respect the traditions of the elders will not be allowed to eat with the elders. Ghanaian proverb. I take and interpret this as those that travel, please get familiar with the customs as well as the laws in that country. Too many of you guys are going to countries and not, let alone becoming familiar with the customs and laws, but also just refusing outright to become adjusted. There's an old European saying, I know that this is an African news channel, but it is like, do what those in Rome do, or do what the Romans do in Rome. And the same thing applies anywhere else. Wherever you're at, do what the locals are doing. Try to speak that local tongue as best as you can. Try to eat the local food the best way that you can, and try to immerse yourself, as well as try to follow laws. For instance, I live here in the United States, and shaking a woman's hand is not seen as a big deal, but there are some Caribbean, I know for sure there's some African nations that, doing that in public can lead to not only interesting stares, but maybe also a fine or a penalty, or some time served in behind bars. So please get familiar, do your best whenever you're traveling. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.